What's up YouTube, Jay Traveling here, and today I wanted to look at the 3080 and buying one on eBay if it is worth it. Now they're selling for over $2,000. And you know, a GPU such as like the EVGA 3080 for the Win 3, which is a 880 USD GPU, selling for anywhere up to $2,500. We're not going to look at that. I'm going to look and see if you paid, I want to say it's the cheapest, but really you're still paying a premium price on eBay for 3080 if it's worth it for you to do so to mine. We know that the market's pretty crazy right now and it's very profitable, but you know, I want to see if it's ready. I got eBay open, got my coffee with me, my nice Zion mug. I like to collect coffee mugs from places that I've been, so you know, usually when I'm shooting these videos and recording, I have coffee or beer with me. But I'll show you my rig with my 3080 on it. I have an Asus Tough One. So I'll be basing my numbers off that. It's getting roughly just over 99 megahash a second. When my room's cool enough, it'll go over 100 megahash a second. It holds about 223 to 225 watts at the card. So when I do my calculation, I'm going to do it at the card, not total system wattage. I'm also not going to factor in any pricing for equipment. I'm going to assume that you're either using this in a gaming PC that you've already had built, or you're putting on a rig that you already had. If you're building out a whole PC or mining rig, you're looking at another couple $100 in expenses, especially just for a power supply. You can get away with like an 80 plus gold, 650 watts just to run one 3080 while mining. You just have to make sure you have a very well branded, very well power supply when you do so. I know on EVGA, not EVGA, on NVIDIA's website, they recommend an 850 watt, I believe, if you're using a 3080. But they also factor in average wattage of system components that you're using as far as gaming, which are going to run a higher wattage than most of your mining hardware. Usually we get CPUs that run a lot less wattage and are dual cores, and we run only usually like 4 to 8 gigs of RAM on one stick. But we'll go in, I'll show you my 3080, so the baseline that I'll be using for the calculation, and then we'll go on eBay and I'll show you some recently sold ones along with a calculation on what to mine and what ETH is trading at right now. So ETH is the primary coin that we're going to be looking at. I'm not going to do the calculation as far as any other ones. So let's go inside and see what we got. Alright, so here is my rig. It dropped a little bit because we're remoted in, but you can see it holds 99 megahash a second. We're running about 96C on the memory junction, which is why it's running around 99 megahash. But it's also running 224 watts is what they're reporting at the wall. So I'll be probably using in the calculation 225. I just wanted to show you the baseline of what I'm using and where I'm getting my numbers. Now, I feel like I did get lucky as far as Silicon Lottery with this GPU. I have seen that some that only get 97 megahash a second. No, it's not huge, but it definitely hurts in the profitability of the GPU because you're running about the same wattage. So let's go inside and look. Let's look at my main screen here, and you can see ETH trading at just over 2,000 per coin. Now, even though it says it's down, that's still pretty good. Now, when I first started mining ETH, this was like 10 times less. It was like under $200 a coin. It was definitely during a down market, and that's when I did first start mining. I wasn't even making money at the time. So here is eBay right now of certain ones. Now, I'm going to go a little more conservative when I pick my number. I think I'm going to go at about $2,200 of what you're going to pay. Obviously, you're going to pay a little bit more than that. I don't want to use this one. I thought about it because it says 2,000, but it's the Waterforce edition. So really, to get this card up and running, you would need fittings, piping, a water pump, a reservoir, stuff like that that will add up real quick. As far as mining, you're not going to be running stuff like that. I know there is miners out there that do that, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to do that because it would run this price up pretty high. Fittings and stuff can add up quick. I know it's just one GPU, but a reservoir you're looking at a couple $100, and a pump you're looking at probably $100. So we're gonna go with something like along these prices. This one was probably fake, so I'm not gonna use that one. So I'm gonna go with 2200 as far as what you're gonna spend. So if we go over to what to mine, I have my numbers in. I did use 13 cents per kilowatt hour, and it looks like, you know, 971 is about what we're going to get right now in this market. So if I jump to my spreadsheet here, I have my rig cost is just a 2200 for the one card. This was 971. It's going to cost roughly, my calculation, 70 cents to run just the one card at 13 cents per kilowatt hour. So your profit for the day is 901, which is a very, very good profit right now for just one GPU. But you're looking at, if you were to pay a scalper on eBay, a 244 day ROI just on that one card. Now, if you bought multiple of them, yeah, your upfront cost is more, but your ROI date won't really vary too much. It's not going to double if you buy two cars, because you're going to have two cars profiting about the same. But 244 days, you're looking at almost eight and a half months, over 8 months to ROI on this GPU. Where if you were to buy it at MSRP, which I know it's tough to say, like if we bought it at MSRP, we've had to pay a little bit of shipping and tax, and we're at maybe 920 as far as everything after shipping, tax, whatever. You're looking at 102 days, so just over 3 months as opposed to 8 months. So that's pretty much where we stand. So let's just for the purpose of the video, let's say we paid $2,500 for this GPU. We overpaid for it on eBay. Now we're looking at 277 days to ROI. So now we're pushing almost 9 months to ROI, probably a little more than that. It's just a long time to wait to turn a profit on this rig. Now I could go in deeper, like I have in the other tab here, where I say I'm going to sell the card after like 6 months, but my purpose is I don't plan on selling the card for a very long time. I plan on mining with it. Even if the market were to crash, I still plan to keep running my rig. So I don't plan to stop it just because the market goes down a little bit. I'm also holding on to my coins right now, just for the meantime. But I just wanted to show you that calculation. If you were thinking of mining and thinking of paying a scalper price for a 3080. Now this will vary a little bit depending on Silicon Lottery and what 3080 you get, the cooling it has. I've heard some gigabyte ones not having good memory temperatures and memory cooling. I haven't used one personally, so I can't say firsthand that I've experienced it, but other miners on YouTube I've seen have to use thermal pads to modify on the back plate just to get the memory to cool a little bit better. So that's a calculation that I did just to show. I really don't think it's worth it to pay an outrageous price for a 3080. Yes, you can get them much quicker, where I'm struggling to get them myself. I have the one running, which I plan on putting on Hive OS real soon. I just got the rest of the stuff I needed in the mail. So I got my splitters and new risers to get it down onto my rig, change those risers out. I'll have to swap out the power supply and stuff because I plan on running a lot. Then I can use my test bench to benchmark my 3070 Strix, see what kind of hash rates I can get with that. I will post a video on that. But as far as the 3080 for a scalper price, I just don't see it being worth it right now. Prices come down a little bit, I can say that, but if you can't ROI, in my opinion, in the first 6 months, I just don't think it's worth it. Even 6 months is pushing it, but I know we're in a tough GPU time. If you were to pay that scalper price when they first came out, yeah, it would have probably paid itself off now. I remember even scalper prices were probably $600 less than what they are right now. But I know people are getting impatient. I know as far as gaming, if you're looking at it to pay for gaming, that's more of a personal decision. Personally, no, I don't think it's worth it. I game at 1440p, and my 2080 Super does just fine. You can get a 3060 Ti for much cheaper to do fine, or even a 3070, which will even be better than that for about $1,000 to $1,400 on eBay, and that'll be great for 1440p. If you're in 4K gaming and you really want that 3080, it's more of a discretion of what your disposable income looks like and if you're willing to pay that. I just don't think the graphics card's worth $2,500 or even $2,200 to pay over double MSRP for it. I think it's just a little ridiculous. But as far as mining, like I said, it's still not worth it. You're looking at too long of an ROI time, and too much can happen too quickly in that time. You could buy it right now, and a month from now, I mean, Ethereum just crash and burns. Or even in July when 1559 implements, we could see a lot of miners backing out and dumping their coins, which it could cause Ethereum to drop in price, making your rig not only less profitable because of 1559, but less profitable because now the coin went down in price. So it's a big gamble to go out and buy one for $2,200. If I can get my hands on them for MSRP or close to MSRP, yes, I will be buying them. I'd love to get a 6-card 3080 rig built and up and running. Right now I have 1/6 of it because I have the 13060, or 13080 I mean. But I'll have a 30 series rig. I think I have 5 cards that I'll have on it, so that'll be up and running very soon. It won't have 3060s obviously on it because they have to be on the board, even though I have the 2 running in my 3060 PC, mining PC, and I have another one coming that I'll get. Probably just put it on my test bench in the slot and have it mine Ethereum. Thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts if you think it's worth paying that scalper price for a 3080 as far as mining or gaming. If you did so, if it's paying off for you, or if you think the market's just that bad that that's what the price of the GPU just should be, which I do not think it is. But thanks for checking this video out. Stay tuned for more.